I know I have a lot of young guys watching me who want a girlfriend. This makes a lot of sense since a lot of you just realize you like girls but you're not quite sure why. Naturally, you're very emotional because you're still very young. As a result, you build them up to be these beautiful creatures that are simply perfect. Little do you know, this could be one of the biggest mistakes you can make. Girls are definitely not sugar, spice, and everything nice. Most of the time, actually, they're quite the opposite. You may not know this yet, but this is exactly why you shouldn't have a girlfriend in high school. In this video, I'm going to go over 3 reasons as to why you shouldn't have a girlfriend in high school. The first reason is they come with a ton of responsibility. What most of you young guys don't understand is girls need to be taken care of. For starters, being attracted to them is already difficult enough. You have to be funny, have some sort of status, or hit the genetic dice roll by being attractive. Even when you manage to hit all of those prerequisites, there's still a bunch of things you need to do to maintain them. A lot of them are going to expect you to talk to them on a daily basis. All of them are going to expect you to provide emotional support. Most of them are going to expect you to know what they want without directly communicating. Most of them are also going to expect that they will be the center of your world. In reality, guys, you simply don't have time to manage all of these things. Not when you're young. What you'll find is you'll end up on a slippery slope. By the time you manage their emotions, drive them home from school, have dinner with their parents, hang out with her during lunchtime, most of your day is completely gone. Now, I'm not saying that all of you guys end up doing this, but it's so easy to fall into this trap. Your whole life you've been convinced of the idea that it's happy wife, happy life. When you're young and emotional, most of you are just going to do everything in your power to please her. You'll also have no problem doing this at the expense of your own progression. Remember, guys, this is usually a massive mistake. Even for the high school couples that do make it, it usually comes at a price. Remember, guys, I'm going with the assumption that you want extreme success. If you want a mediocre life, then none of these things matter. In summary, you guys aren't equipped to deal with the responsibility that comes with having a girlfriend. This perfectly leads me to the second point, which is it's risky for you to have a relationship in high school. Because you're a young guy, you'll be doing 90% of the investing in the relationship. It's natural for us to feel extreme loss when we put in a bunch of time and get nothing in return. For most of you guys, this is exactly what you're going to expect. The major problem I have with this is it could be dangerous. A lot of guys become extremely destabilized after high school when their girlfriend leaves them. In most situations, the whole time they were investing in her, she already had one foot out the door. In most situations after high school, you move cities anyway. In addition to this, the girl's in a situation where there's plenty of older guys around who are further ahead than you are. It's not a guarantee that she'll go for these guys, but understand the probability always exists. In this case, it makes it extremely easy for her to outgrow you. And then after all of that, you'll be left with nothing and it's easy to build resentment. Resentment towards life, or resentment towards women in general. I want you guys to avoid these feelings because it doesn't help you. Building resentment towards women and hating life will only slow your life progression down. This is usually due to the fact that you'll be seeking escapes instead of doing the genuine work. This is why I keep saying the risk is too high for you guys when it comes to dating in high school. Don't waste your time. Understand that as a young guy, you have zero value to the world. Your job is to work and put yourself in a position where you have something to offer. Once you're in that position, it'll be way easier for you to have authority over your life and you'll be in a way less risky position. It's only in that position that it's worth dating. Until that point, for the vast majority of guys, it's just delaying the inevitable. And this brings me to my final point, which is you don't know how to act with girls. When you set the foundation a certain way through poor behavior early in the relationship, even if you do manage to fix it afterwards, it's very difficult for the girl to see it any other way. For this reason, you'll typically be battling your former self in her eyes. Learning how to behave comes with maturity and time. You still have to make sure you're socializing and talking to girls, just not dating them. A lot of guys make the mistake by being too extreme with their views and simply not talking to girls at all. Then they get to 25 or 26 years old and they start asking me, how do I talk to girls? You can still learn at that age, obviously, but it's going to be very difficult to go from 0 to 100. This is why, guys, I recommend you continue to watch my content. You'll get all the lessons and wisdoms of the typical mistakes that guys make. The benefit is you won't experience all the pain that comes with them. A smart man learns from his own mistakes, but a wise man learns from other people's mistakes. Don't fall into the trap thinking that just being yourself when the time comes will be good enough. This doesn't work out for everybody, guys. Some guys naturally act in a proper way because of who they were exposed to growing up. Even those guys usually don't know that what they're doing is correct. They just do it out of impulse. The main point is this, guys. You have to focus on yourself when you're young and learn about girls along the way. Sometimes guys get lucky and find a girl along the way that supports his goals. Just don't walk through life expecting this to happen. If anything, this is an extremely low probability event. That wraps up this video, guys. If you learned something from this video, like and subscribe. As usual, make sure to check out the Patreon for an extended version of this video that gives you the secrets you don't know. Also, comment below for any more video ideas you want to see from me. I'll see you guys next time.